Hey YouTube, this is Southern Purple One and welcome to Boots on the Ground. Yesterday, I put a video up about a need that a lady had, and you guys overwhelmingly took care of the need plus a little bit more. I have taken that video down because the only purpose of the video was to get some assistance, and assistance was given. Some people said, you know, try to do another means of doing that, maybe like through Amazon wish list. Hard to do that because I don't want my name associated with it, because any scammer could use Southern Purple One and people could do it that way. So I'm not doing it that way. I have no idea how I'm going to do it in the future. My best recommendation for you is find a need in your community and fill it if you can. But the video was taken down. The need was met. I appreciate the overwhelming response. Oh, too much. It was overwhelming. Trying to go through emails that people sent me. But thank you for showing your kind heart. Let's get right into Boots on the Ground. This is in southwest Ohio. Tornado hit near the town of Goshen, Ohio, and took out power for the Kroger and the Target, and they lost all their refrigerated foods, had to throw them all away. So that's a warning to us. Make sure you have a plan to keep your freezer, your refrigerator running in a worst case event. Walgreens, and this is a Walgreens near me. Person went, they could not get their full 90-day refill of their medicine. Hopefully this week they'll have the rest of it so they can pick it up. Also Walmart, no salsa water, medical supplies like Band-Aids, very sparse. Also, their auto insurance went up $11 a month. Let's move over to Spokane, and this is Spokane in an apartment. A one-bedroom, one-bath. The application fee is $45, non-refundable. The rent is $950. Then you have to add on all these other things. Property service charge of $15 a month, a utility charge of $50 a month, a security deposit of $1,000, administration fee of one-time $150, a non-refundable pet fee of $500 plus $100 for additional pets. Pet rent is $25 per month. And this is another reason this person thinks people are getting rid of their pets, because if they do have to move and they don't have the money, the cost is just overwhelming. And this hurts people if they move and barely making it. You're going to have to come up with a lot of money quickly to get an apartment, and that's contributing to homelessness. Also, this is in rural Oklahoma, just outside Oklahoma City in the suburbs. Chinese restaurant they would go to. The combo meal was $8. Now it is raised to $10. Also, this person's homeowner's insurance jumped $1,500 a year. This is because replacement costs have just skyrocketed if your house burns down or gets destroyed by a tornado. Also, their property taxes went up $800 a year. We're being hit on all sides. This is a semi-driver, and this is down in Fresno, Texas. They used to buy a 3-bean burrito, 3 of them for $3. It has now jumped to $8.91 for 3. This is huge inflation. This guy said, done with fast food. Homemade bologna and cheese sandwiches from now on. Good, save some money. Maybe not the bologna, might not be the healthiest, but at least you'll be much more affordable. This viewer has a question. Colleges and universities, what is going on with enrollment? If anyone works in enrollment, please tell us what are you seeing right now. Also, you've heard about the 2 natural gas line explosions. Very, unique. Is it lack of maintenance? Is it sabotage? I have no idea. Hopefully we will find out. But just more little problems with the supply and logistical pipelines. This is Pahrump, Nevada. This is a rural area, a rural town, and they are trying to pass, I guess, an ordinance that you can only have 10 chickens, no more than 10 chickens, and you cannot have a rooster. So if you're in this area and you object to that, let your voice be heard. Pahrump, Nevada. Lots of people are saying the posted sticker price on the shelves are totally different than when they cash out. Lots of people are actually sending me their receipts and actually a picture of the price. So check your receipt before you leave, or check it while they're checking you out so you can make an on-the-spot correction. This is Sydney, Australia. They sent me a lot of information, and the bottom line was they're feeling shortages of everything. They're also feeling price rising, just like we are. There's no difference. If you just change the name from Sydney, Australia to anywhere USA, everything was very relatable to us. So, worldwide problems. This is Lowe's in Western North Carolina. 100 feet of the welded wire fencing was $100 last week. They went to buy some more, and it was $116. This is a solid 16% inflation. Also, a pair of shears went from $27 to $34. This is a 26% increase. They wanted you guys to know is if you need garden tools, buy them now before they go up even more. This is a financial advisor from a big company. Clients are more on edge about their finances and definitely more scared and frustrated with the uncertainty in the economy. Their company has recently switched to online statements, getting rid of the mail-in paper ones, and a lot of the older customers are not happy about it. They're old school, they like to get it in the mail, they like to open it, they like to put it in front of their face, and they're not more, computer oriented. So people are definitely feeling it, and investments are suffering. This person sent me a picture of a house, and outside the house there's been a J.B. Hunt semi-truck parked, and it's been there for weeks, and it's in a residential driveway. That means someone's not working, some company's not making money. Antibiotics. They went to get their antibiotics filled, and the pharmacy only had half of the course available, so they got that, luckily, so they could start it, and hopefully they'll get the rest before they use all what they had. This is life and death, antibiotics. This person walked through Best Buy. Their words, not mine. It was decimated. Tons of empty spots. They also said very few campers and RVs in our area, which would be the southeast Massachusetts area. This person said shortage of tubing for the oxygen concentrator machines. They used to send a lot. Now you just get a little bit with it. Also, a recent lab blood draw they had done. The person that was drawing the blood said, "You're lucky, we had just got the butterfly needles in." This is a Sam's Club in Gastonia, North Carolina. Very low on dog food. They sent me pictures to back this up. The veggie cooler, almost empty. Every pack of green peppers had at least one in them that had spots on them and were good. They said driving north on 85 from exit 10 to exit 21, only one tractor trailer, and it was a Food Lion truck. And then when they left, they drove south. They counted them, and they counted 15. They said usually the lanes are filled with trucks, and traffic was extremely light altogether. This is Killington, Vermont, and I get a lot of these. This was just out of diesel. Stations run out of gas, run out of diesel. They put signs up. It's widespread. Luckily, within a very short period of time, these stations are getting their fuel, so that is good. This is San Antonio, Texas. No DEF in several stores. I will say that my stores around here, you can find the DEF, the diesel additive, but they're not slam full at all. There's 3 or 4 or 5 on the shelf. They said pasta, sparse at Walmart. Pasta is sparse every Walmart. That's what I'm hearing. Some local sellers removed their signs for selling local eggs. He didn't give a reason why. Maybe because they already have enough customers. That's probably one of the reasons. Can't take on any new customers. This is a person in the south coast of New South Wales area. They had to get a doctor's appointment. The wife called a half a dozen clinics in the area because her mom needs new medication to be prescribed. Some of the clinics said it'd be a 3-week or more wait. A few said, no, we're not taking any new patients because we're already strained to the max. And they said, not looking good for people with medical issues. This is widespread, pretty much every country. This is upstate New York. She said Walmart prices going up. Dish detergent from $2.90, and this was in April of 2022, to now it's $3.80. American cheese, $1.97 to $2.48. Pretty good inflation there, over 25%. She also left a message and a good video, and the video was just an explanation on the gospel, how to get saved. She would like me to include that. I'm going to include it in the comment section or in the description section. A good video. It's about 10 minutes long. You'd truly be blessed if you listen to it. Let's go over to Idaho Falls. This is June 24th. I placed an order for doors and windows. I paid in advance $3,500. Half the order was special order due in 6 to 8 weeks. The other half was actually in stock in the store, and it was scheduled for delivery on July 8th. Delivery was a no-show because Home Depot sold my windows and doors to another customer. No idea when replacements will be in if at all. Windows are a hot commodity right now. This person said the Washington State fruit crop, from the freeze that we got in the spring to now being hit with deluge of daily rain, is not good. And this could be very localized if your area suffered. And I believe this is because I've heard some other reports that some of the fruit is fine in Washington, and Washington is a huge area. This is Morrison, Colorado. This is the Home Depot. They went into the Home Depot. Usually it's nice and cool, enjoyable, but the AC was either set way too high or it was broken. A lot of places I've noticed their air conditioning is not as cold in there because they're trying to save money. They said the Home Depot app was showing some items they needed, and it was showing exactly 25 of the items that they were all needing. They went to the store and there wasn't a single one. So he's thinking, what is this 25? It was showed up on everything, but there was none in the store. They said no grease tubes at all, hit and miss on some items, but they did say the 2x4s is coming down in price, and they did have a lot of copper wiring in the electrical section. So that is good news. This is the Atlanta area. This person moved here for a better paying job from Mississippi. They were paying $330 a month. They locked in a year lease. After that, the rent went up to $1,770, and that would have to require a one-year lease. They couldn't afford this huge jump, but the apartment complex said, well, if you go month by month, it will be $2,440. If you can't afford the $1,770, you probably definitely can't afford the $2,440. So they moved in with friends in a shared house. This created a problem with their storage, so they had to put their stuff in the storage. They rented a storage unit, which cost them $90 per month plus the insurance, so it took it to $130. After the first year, it went from $130 to $180. Then, after that, it went up to $218 a month. Just a huge increase, a lot of expensive. So you might have moved from Mississippi for a better paying job in Atlanta, but the cost of living is higher in Atlanta. So look at that when you're thinking about moving. Look at the cost of living. Very important. This person took the husband to the ER in Florida. He was seen immediately and told he should be admitted because of his heart history. Several people in the ER who were there were also going to be admitted. They sat in the chairs in the waiting room for 15 plus hours waiting to be sent to a room. They could not be sent to a room because the hospital did not have enough staff on the floor to care for the patients, or the rooms were not available. They don't know what. My husband was not given his medicine or any meals during the 20 hours he was there. Thankfully, I was able to go get his medicine and bring his meds to him from home. I also went and got food for him. Many people who were to be admitted were given no meals during this whole time period. So if you came by yourself, you had no food. Outrageous 20 hours. The doctor came out to talk to the patients in the waiting room, the emergency room, and all the results of the tests and all the conversations involving their medical conditions were done right in front of everyone. Even blood draws and vitals were taken right there in the ER. There was no health privacy, was non-existent. The cardiologist finally saw my husband, but he sent him home with nitro rather than have him continue to wait to be admitted. Still no rooms. They did rule out there was no heart attack that occurred, so that was good. So he went home after 20 plus hours. He was told to follow up with his regular doctor and cardiologist. They said efficient healthcare is definitely on the decline. Let's move over to CVS Pharmacy in Central Ohio. The pharmacy cannot even get a pharmacist, so they're closed down until they can get a pharmacist. Also, the Kroger pharmacy in the area closes early. They don't have enough workers. Also, the Family Dollar sometimes can't even open because they don't have workers. This person works for the second largest roofing supply company in the U.S. The second largest roofing supply company in the U.S. They supply products. They do not make products. He says commercial roofing quotes are only tentative. The real price is actually invoiced the day it ships, which this is making 10 to 20% higher from the tentative quote to the actual price they pay is 10 to 20% higher. So now roofers have to quote really stupid prices to cover their backside when they try to do a job, because if not, then they'll have to pay that increased price. So, supply shortages, logistical problems are here. The medical community is definitely suffering. Not enough workers, not enough space. So I urge you, just continue prepping, continue praying, take care of each other. Thanks for watching.